Well, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Gary's back.
Feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
I broke my fever last night, so that's a good thing.
Yep.
And now I've got it all sort of like right here.
Yeah, no good.
No.
No fun.
No, but it is what it is. I've laid down for too long now. I can't lay anymore.
Now you're like, I'm laid up and laid out.
Yep. I'm for real because
I know the feeling. Yeah.
My lower back is almost like locked up.
Dude,
like bad.
When I had the shingles and all I could do was lay, I had terrible pain because of the shingles. But then on top of it, my body just started feeling broken because I was so stiff from just laying there. Mm-hmm. So I feel ya. Yeah. I feel ya. It was terrible. And I'm glad to see you up and moving today. I'm very happy to see you up and out, and you already got up and took a quick bath to soak a little bit and
wash off all the nastiness from sweating.
I'm gonna have bed sheets to wash today. The last couple of days I've been sleeping out in the living room because I'm trying to stay like as far away from the cooties and the crud as possible. So last night and the night before I slept out in the chair, and I'm like, I'm sorry, babe, I want to snuggle with you, but no, you can be in here with your cooties. But yeah, I gotta wash the bed sheets and like clean it good.
It was bad though, man.
A puddle.
It was bad.
It was a puddle.
Bad. After that one real talk in the car, getting here, I literally hit the bed, and I think it was like at 1 o'clock when we got home or something like that, or like 1:30ish, right? Yeah. I didn't get out of that bed. I didn't like wake up or anything else like that until like 10 the next day.
Yeah, the next day.
Mel,
come on, fly.
Fly, literally, come on.
It did it to me yesterday during my live. I was like, why? Of course there's a fly.
Gosh, there's humidity.
Hatching them all.
It's about to change though. We're about to get a nice little cold front coming through.
Yeah, and we're about to get the rain today. The rain is going to come today. I wasn't expecting it really until tomorrow. But it's coming a little bit early. All that wind that we had yesterday kind of blew it more towards our way. Yesterday I did a 2-hour live stream by myself, friends. Thank you so much for keeping me company.
Dang.
I appreciate you guys. I was trying a new thing and I did it on vertical mode. And we actually gained a whole bunch of new subscribers on SimpleLifeReclaimed. So I will be welcoming everybody over there. But if you guys ended up coming over here, because I did talk about Real Talk just a hair. If you guys are here from yesterday's live, welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. But it was a crazy one. I was slightly delirious because I was painting, and guys, it looks so good. It looks so good. Everything's so fresh and white, and all that nasty drippy is gone. It was so satisfying. Oh yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. You guys are already seeing, I didn't get to the pillars. And that one little strip of the zip board up there, I didn't get to because it started getting a little bit later. And honestly, I needed to go in and I needed to make this guy some chicken noodle soup. And I needed to do my evening things that I got to do with the kids and the fam bam and stuff. But yeah, I did make some really good progress though. I got all this whole kicker done. I got this whole front done. As you guys can see, I got the doorway done. And I got all the way up until about that point. I did the top of the block. I didn't do the top above the window. So that top above the window and like that top that I would have to be on a ladder for is what needs to still get done. But below that and then the whole kicker all got done. So I'm really happy with that.
Looks good.
Yeah.
You did a really good job.
So I'm going to come back out today and I'm going to finish up the Drylock. I was hoping to be spraying the color on the walls today, but that's not going to happen. That might happen probably not tomorrow because tomorrow's Halloween, but probably the day after tomorrow. Maybe not. I might have to wait until Sunday because the next few days are going to get very busy for us. If I could just finish the Drylock, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to work with the rest of it. In the next few days. But tomorrow's Halloween, and then there's one day in between, and then it's Scarlett's birthday. And so I'm going to be a very busy mama. Today's going to be my last day to really get it in.
It look like storms are.
I know.
Storms are brewing, man.
If I had David's paint sprayer today and I didn't have to go and pick it up, I might be like overachiever and get the paint sprayed today because the Drylock isn't that much left. It's literally just that piece over the window and then these pillars. But I don't know if you have to add in the time to drive over there and pick it up and then all the prep that I have to do
Now, is this one coat or 2 coats?
on the Drylock. Technically, it's 2 coats because the first coat was done a long time ago. I just put one coat on top of that. So it's technically 2 coats. So like the pillars, now like the pillars and stuff, babe, I'm not going to go crazy on it. I'm literally just using it as a primer. Because like I don't care if water gets in the pillars. It's not going to hurt anything. It's like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's covered. It's really not likely that it's going to get water.
Well, if it gets water, it's not going to do anything.
Exactly. Where like the house and like the kickers and stuff,
That's
I wanted to
gonna
keep
seep
it.
through and
Yeah.
go into the house.
Yeah. So that was the whole point in that. And I'll tell you what, babe, the Drylock. Sorry.
Theraflu. Sorry, you guys.
I got Gary tasting the nasty teas and stuff. I'm like trying. I've been trying to get Gary to take the acetaminophen, the ibuprofen, the Theraflus, and lots of sleep.
Mm-hmm. Whew. Yeah.
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 But, hey, thank you for all the prayers
Helps.
for Gary yesterday, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, you guys.
Thank you for praying for my husband.
Oh, I gotta have some coffee.
Yeah. But the Drylock stuff, it sucks putting it onto that zip board and the zip tape.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful. Look at it.
Oh, I know.
It doesn't.
That's why I was telling you. I was like, I have a plan for up there.
I told him.
I want to cover all of that
Yeah.
regardless. So that's why I told you. I was like, you can if you want, but you don't really need to.
I just was thinking, like, because when I do the paint sprayer, I want it to kind of, like, blend a little bit. Because I know it's going to be a while until we do the siding on the house.
Yes.
And then what goes underneath there is the same thing that we put on the house. And
Correct.
so it's going to be there, like, however it is for a while. And I didn't want to just have it be green and paint all the blocks and then have it look and feel unfinished down here. Even if it looks a little janky up there, you know, like, it'll at least sort of blend for your eye just looking at it, you know. It'd be better than having the green and then a fresh painted block, at least in my mind.
Yes.
We'll see how it turns out. I mean, what I'm thinking and what ends up happening could be
2 different things.
Yeah, because I was honestly thinking that, I mean, I didn't think the Drylock was going to go on, like, perfectly on the zip board.
Yeah.
I wasn't naive, but at the same time, I didn't think it would look like that. It's like oil and water.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It didn't want to, like, it's there. It looks good. Maybe if I threw another coat on top of that, I don't know.
It might grab it now.
It might grab it now, but...
It's because the zip board itself is sealed.
Yeah.
And you can't paint things that are sealed. Like...
If I roughed it up first. But
if you roughed it up first, yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the whole, like, how you do the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you end up having sealant on your concrete floors and you want to throw the paint down, you're supposed to go back through with a wire wheel and buff it all the sealant out because it's just not going to. It's just going to chip away and get not to where it's going to actually adhere to the concrete. It's going to adhere to that adhesive or the sealant, and then peel the sealant up with it when it gets chipped off.
Yeah. Where
it's never really touching the concrete. Same concept as that. But it's it looks great, babe. You did a great job.
Thanks.
That looks really cool. I'm digging it.
Thank you. I still got lots to do. I didn't do the windowsill area right there either, and that's another thing that doesn't exactly need it either, because Gary and I are gonna go out and hunting for a nice piece of wood, a nice piece of cedar out in the property, chop it down, and then we're gonna make the windowsills and the doorway border. I can't think of the right word right now. It's still early.
No.
Door frame.
The door frame, or the, what is that called?
I don't know. It's a border we're gonna stick on there.
You got me.
It's early.
My brain is not working.
Yeah, it's fine. But you guys know what we mean. We're gonna take trim. Yeah, that's
the trim work for the window and the door.
Yeah, that's it.
And the seal.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a nice piece of cedar and cut it out and make the window frames for it. And then for the doorway, I did talk about it a little bit on the live yesterday. But in case you missed it, we're going to basically take it and take this tree and cut it in such a way to where, like, if here's a round piece, we're going to cut out a chunk of it like this at a 90. So that way we can just pop it right here on the corner of this block right there and up off the top and on the side. So it looks like it's a tree or like a post holding up that part of the block. So that's what it looks like. Obviously it's not because it's the block, but it'll look that way.
Look like almost like a cabin basement.
Yeah, like a rustic
blend.
doorway, you know. That's what we've always planned for down here. It's just one thing after another, and we're trying to juggle all the things.
Trying to go as far ahead as possible in the sense of getting us progress-wise, and then when we come through, like with all this side or the trim work and details like that, that just shows you that we're getting close.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. The mudroom, we really don't have too much left to do over there. What we could do, which we're not going to do today, because I'm not letting this guy get up and do too much. If you want to go walk around and change your...
I'm going to go change my game cameras.
I was just going to say, if you want to go do that...
I want to move.
Yeah.
My hips are so locked up right now, it's not even funny.
But I don't want you doing much after that.
I won't.
Nurse orders you to sit on your booty.
I will come back home and sit down as much as I can if my mind can allow it.
You can come outside and keep me company. And man, I was
losing my mind yesterday, dude. I'm sorry. I was laying down, tossing and turning. I was like, my back. I can't do this.
I was losing my mind yesterday too because I had nobody to bother on the job site. So that's why I ended up having to go live for 2 hours. And now they got a taste of what you have to deal with. Sorry, not sorry.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It was fun. Gotta find some entertainment.
I bet you had a great time.
I did. I had a fun time.
It looks amazing though. It still blows my mind. I do want you to do one more coat around the bottom.
Yeah, no, I do need to do the
bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get 2 coats because you stopped before. You know what I mean?
Right, because right now there's only 1 coat on it.
If you could.
I will.
Please.
I got you.
My OCD is going to be like, dang it.
I know there's only 1.
I know there's only 1 on that little bit.
I got you, sweetheart.
Okay.
I will take care of your OCD.
Hey, I just don't want any more water possibilities, which I don't think that there's ever going to be because we have a whole deck and another roof and everything else.
It would have to really be good and like come backwards for some reason, but I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen, but I know what you mean. Like, just in case.
Just in case.
I got you. We have the paint. Oh, and speaking of, we might end up having to return that second bucket.
Really?
And get our money back. We bought 2 5-gallon buckets of the Drylock because I couldn't remember how many.
We went through a crap ton.
I couldn't remember. All right, I couldn't remember. So we
went through a lot.
The first time that we got it, we got like 4 buckets or something, you know. So I was like, how many buckets should we get? And he's like, get 2 of the 5-gallon buckets. I'm like, okay. I was like, I think I'm only gonna need 1, babe. You know. He's like, no, get 2 because it's better to have more, and then we can always return it or something, than to be in the middle of doing it and then run out. And you are so right. No. However, yesterday doing all that painting, I probably went through maybe a third. There's like 2/3 left in that bucket, and all I have, I know.
These are gonna suck up so much paint.
That's true. We'll see. We'll see how far I could spread it. But if I could get away with just using that 1 5-gallon bucket,
that would be awesome.
That would be awesome, and I will return the other one because those Drylock paints are not cheap. The 5-gallon buckets, they're like $200 or so.
It's $159 before taxes.
Yeah. So
now
close to $200.
1 gallon bucket is like $59.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So it's better to get the 5-gallon.
It's more beneficial just to get the 5 and just say, all right.
But if I don't end up cracking into it, that's at least before taxes, $160 back in our pocket. You add the taxes in there, like I said, it's close to $200.
No. So
I'd rather go next time we go.
And me personally, I feel like that's the better way to go with ceiling block. Because we've looked at so much different products when we went to go seal the backside of the basement and everything. I feel like that's the best product, Drylock. No matter which way, shape, or form that you try to look at it, Like the asphalt kind sounds great, seems great, but you know how long you have to wait before you try to backfill or do anything or paint it or anything like that?
How long?
90 days.
Dang!
It takes 90 days for it to dry.
Ain't nobody got time
And
for
it
that.
can't rain
Ain't
during
nobody
those
got time
90
for that.
days,
Wooga, wooga,
and it
ain't
can't
nobody
do
got
anything
time.
else during that.
Ain't nobody got time.
Just saying.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
Sorry. I've missed you, babe. You've been so sick, and I haven't had anybody to annoy the last few days.
But it's been good, man. So I'm really happy about that.
Me too. I'm really happy about it too. I'm excited to put the color on the door, guys, and I'm sorry for teasing y'all for so long, but you're just gonna have to keep waiting. When? Soon.
Soon.
Luna! Nat. Luna and Louie are over there wrestling. But yeah, soon, you guys, soon I will show you guys the color that we got going on for the door. I'm gonna do the door last though, because I'm spraying everything.
Are you going to paint
Paint what?
the windows the same color as the door?
I don't think so. Only because, I don't know, can you paint that? I didn't think that that was something you could paint.
I mean, it's vinyl, right?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it only because I didn't think it was something that you could paint.
I want to say,
if you think I can, I will, because that would look really pretty.
well, I don't know if you're going to be able to do it with that paint.
Yeah, because that paint that I got is made for the door. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to triple check on everything.
Because that's like...
Well, no, I know, but what I'm saying is you should be able to paint those.
If I can, I will.
Now, we might have to get different paint. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, that one might need, I think it's oil-based that goes on, and I think that's what we got. But if it's not, and it's water-based that you need for that, then that's where we're going to have to go get more paint.
We will have to look into it, but right now...
you can always try and see what happens.
This is true, but I'm not busting out the color or anything yet until after I get all of the spray done. Because what's the point in taking my time and doing all the detail and everything of the color to have to tape everything up and then spray, and what if something gets under a little bit of that tape?
Yeah.
You know, or a little bit of that paper I got, and now I got to go back and do touch-ups. It's just like more work than I need it to be. I'm trying to get all of the big surfaces that are just kind of like blob it on, throw it around, you know. I'm trying to get all of that done first before I have to get in there with my fine-toothed paintbrush.
I hear you.
You know.
I hear you.
But I'm excited. It's already feeling so nice back here and brightened up, and no more booger wall. You know, like it doesn't look gross anymore. It looks
way crazy different.
It always looked so dirty and gross down here, no matter how many times I would sweep and spray and clean, and just because of the rust on the walls and because of the fingerprints and stuff on the walls from the dirt and the dogs and the kids, and you know, everything. So like no matter what, even if I just cleaned it and I just washed the walls and I just did it, it still looked like I hadn't done a darn thing, and it looked nasty and it felt grummy and grimy and well. So now it doesn't, and it feels really refreshed, and I can't wait to finish this space because it's just gonna make it that much more inviting and nice down here. Mm-hmm. You know?
Crazy. It looks really good though, baby. And it's gonna look amazing. It's gonna look really, really good.
Yeah. It almost makes me want to get some I like our patio furniture out here, but I almost want to get some fresh cushions, because like the first year that we had all those, you know, our seating arrangement and stuff, we didn't have this over here, and the sun like bleached them and beat them to death. Yeah. You know, it almost makes me want to like revamp down here more when I get it finished. My wheels are turning.
I really want to enclose this area down here.
Yeah. Like
extremely bad. Because that in itself will also cast out shade in this way. In the wintertime when the sun is right there, and we're getting nothing but sun in the wintertime. Yeah. Get a little bit of shade and keep all these dang flies out. Yeah. You know?
I'm torn on whether we should enclose down here, which is what we've talked about and what we've planned and whatnot. But the more that I utilize this space, I'm not convinced that this is the space that we should enclose. I almost think that upstairs should be the place that we enclose. And that we should leave down here open only because one of them are going to be open and one of them's going to be enclosed. And upstairs is going to have a railing on it anyway, like because it's a patio that you can't go out any further than what you can go out.
No.
And right here, if you enclose it, it might make it be encroached on you, where upstairs might not have that same feeling.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not super convinced that down here is the spot to enclose. But you always have wonderful ideas and you haven't failed me yet, so we'll go with whatever you end up wanting to do. I'm just not super sold on enclosing down here. I could see the benefits of it. But at the same time, I also really like, especially since we got rid of that fence,
Yeah.
I like the openness.
The openness.
I really
know what
like
you
that
mean.
openness. So I'm not convinced either way yet. But
I
one
know
of
what you
these,
mean.
either down here or up there, will be enclosed.
If we enclose it,
I don't know.
I'm not going to enclose it like mudroom. You know what I mean? It's just going to have netting. Like, think of the patio or the gazebo over there,
Mhm.
right? And how it's got the mosquito netting. That's basically what I'm talking about. Where it's got a, like this, right? It's enclosed in the sense that it does have railings around that
You'd
can
have a gate to
and
open.
whatnot.
You wouldn't
You'd have
just be able to
a
come in
door.
from there.
No, you'd
you'd
have
have
a door,
you'd have
you
to
know,
come in
that
through a
you'd go
specific
through.
area. And
But you'd be able to see through, is what I'm saying.
I know it's the
But
traffic flow.
I know what you mean.
That I'm not
That you're not
super
sold
convinced.
on.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet, but
But it
Who
doesn't
knows?
mean no, and it doesn't mean that I'm disagreeing with you. That's just kind of where I'm at right now.
I almost want them both to be that way.
I know.
To be quite honest, I'm tired of the flies,
I know, the
man.
stupid
I'm
flies.
sick of the flies.
The flies.
If we enclose both of them, actually,
I
hear
can
me out.
listen. I
Hear me
can
out.
see
Hear
the
me out.
benefit.
Hear me out.
I
Hear
can
me out.
see the benefit.
Hear me out.
I'm not.
Hear me out.
You know.
What if we enclose both of them, and you get your wish with your stairs on the inside, on the kicker side over there, inside over here, kicker side over here. It'd be fully enclosed, no bugs getting in or out whatsoever in between, because the stairwells would be fully in an enclosed area.
See, now when you put something like that on the table to bargain with, I mean, I might be more inclined to be like, sounds great, baby. I might be more inclined.
So,
However, like I said, regardless, whatever you decide, I will go with, because you have not steered me wrong yet. You have wonderful ideas. And a lot of times, being the visual person, right, you'll say something and it won't click with me until we're like 3 or 4 steps into doing it.
yeah.
And then, because I just give up and I'm just like, I trust you.
Yeah.
I trust you. It's not I'm giving up because like I feel defeated. It's just like, okay, I lean into trusting you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I do that, I'm never disappointed. So like it could be a situation where I just need to back up and bow down, you know, and just realize that like I need to just lean in, just continue leaning into trusting you, because you've never steered me wrong yet. It's just that, you know, that independent spirit that I have, right?
Yeah.
It's just that I just have that spirit about me. I can't help it, all right? But you've never steered me wrong yet. However, if you do, you know,
I just
want to put the stairs in here like how I want, that might be some more way to sway. We had MT Homestead over here before the guys' fishing trip, and thank you, Big Mike. Thank you, Big Mike. I love you, brother. So Big Mike was over here, and we were talking about the stairs and stuff like that, and he's like, are you guys going to have stairs over here? We're like, yeah. And he goes, you're going to put them right here and right here, right? And Gary's like, well, I wasn't thinking that. Mel was thinking that. And I'm all, thanks, Big Mike. See, Gary? So I got my way a little bit. Is it wearing on you a little? Somebody else said it?
A little bit.
Thank you, Big Mike.
A little bit. My thing is the flies.
I agree.
And trying to keep the flies out. And
They're
not
annoying.
only that, but the roofing.
Yes.
If I put stairs right here, right? I'd almost want to roof those stairs.
I don't want
if I put the stairs over on that side, I'm going to have to roof those stairs.
It's
If
more
it's on
hassle
the inside,
than it's worth.
it'd be a lot easier.
more hassle than it's worth to have them on the outside. And I definitely do not want the stairs coming down this way.
I know.
Like that's a hard no for
know.
me. Like I don't want.
I know.
I don't want it.
I know.
So
I
were
would
thinking
love it to be over on that like that, the way that I was thinking at first, but it is a lot more work on my end.
and it's a lot more money, and it's going to take up a lot of space.
It is.
It's all of those things are why I was like, no. And then we had another pair of eyes over here kind of checking things out. And yeah.
I wonder if they have a big, like a fatter stair set. You know what I mean? The fatter spiral staircase. Where like, I mean, my aunt and uncle had one in one of their houses and whatnot. And like, I remember going down that thing. And every time I would go in and out, down and in and out of that thing, it was scary. Because it's just like, the way it is and everything else like that. So it makes me wonder if there's anything, if there's like bigger ones in a sense. You know
I'm
what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like to where it's a little bit wider.
And dude, we can do it custom. You've
We
got
can
the
do it
rigging.
custom.
You've got rigging skills like nobody else,
Well,
babe.
honestly, I would have to.
You're very talented.
I would have to get a hold of David. He's got the welder.
Yeah, David has
And it
the
would have
welder,
to
but
be-
you could
it would
even
have
do
to
it with
be welding.
suspension line.
I could do it with suspension line too.
You know what I
That's
mean? I know, but
expensive.
you have the smarts, and I guarantee you, like, look, our friends Jamie
I
and
know, I
Kevin
could
or
easily
Rourke,
do
they're
it.
always going to those auctions and stuff,
Mhm.
and they're always finding things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're always finding materials like that for cheap. So I could even, I mean, if that's the way that we wanted to go, we could put our
No,
ear
if
to
it
the
was-
ground and
if
be
it was
like, "Hey,
rigging-
fam."
If
you
it was
know?
rigging equipment, I'm sorry, but I'd have to stay with American made
Well, yeah.
stuff with rigging stuff.
Yeah, most of the time we
I
try
don't.
to.
But with rigging, you have to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I ain't risking my life. On
It's a
some
danger.
bull crap when American metal is the strongest out of everything. So
No, I hear you.
that's where I don't steer from that one.
Yeah. There's,
There's
there's
Yeah.
certain things like, look, I have a Mitsubishi car. I don't think that's American.
no,
There's certain things that we don't have American.
but
But there's certain things too. And if and when we can, we try to stick with American
no,
made products.
Mitsubishi. I'm sorry, I've always loved my Mitsubishi cars.
Isn't that Japanese?
It is Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese.
It's,
And Toyota too, right? Japanese.
Toyota is Japanese. However, Toyotas are mainly, all Japanese vehicles are actually mainly put together here in America.
Yeah.
And it's because of different regulations for vehicles and everything else like that, that it's more stringent here where it's not as stringent over there, and vice versa, and all these other things like that. But I've always liked Mitsubishi because of the Lancer. I'm a diehard go fast kind of guy, and rally car racing was like huge, and they've Mitsubishi Lancers now. They got that weight distribution center in there. You hit a corner 90 miles an hour, it throws the weight to the opposite side so you don't roll it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know. The price was right. The seating arrangement was great. The miles per gallon, just everything when I was looking for a car. That's why
Yeah.
I got tiny. And I think it was either that or we were going to go with like a Jeep.
Yeah.
But the Jeep had higher mileage. It was more expensive. It was comparable in gas mileage.
Yeah.
But I got a better deal on this one.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, it's been doing great.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Like, no shade, no hate, no nothing. If you're, but if you can, if you can, you can buy American made. And if it works for your budget and for what you can do, then do that.
Yes.
But if it doesn't work out for you, I will not be one to judge. I am not judging anyone's story. I don't judge people for that. I don't judge people for pretty much anything.
However,
people do what people do.
A lot of Chevys are made in Mexico.
Yeah. But
manufacturing needs to come back to America.
yes, please come home. Come home. Come home. The young kids need jobs. Older people need jobs. We all, But anyway, yeah, Gary's getting ready. I'm getting ready. The dark cloud is kind of moving in. I don't know how long I'm gonna have before the rain starts. And I definitely want to get the outside side of these pillars coated and done. That's probably going to be my first move because these are the most vulnerable to the rain. It is covered.
Yeah.
And the rain shouldn't drop on it, but it might drop on me as I'm standing there painting it. I might have to bust out that umbrella hat that one of you guys sent me. Just so I can get the work done. We'll see.
If it gets too crazy, you don't want to be painting in the rain.
No, I don't.
But
if it was just down here, it wouldn't be a problem.
No.
But if it's, like I said, the exterior sides of those pillars, it's gonna, that's the vulnerable place. So anyway, we are gonna run. I don't, honestly, friends, I really don't know when I'm gonna get a video out on Simple Life for you guys. I'm gonna keep recording all of this stuff, but all of this painting and everything, I'm gonna wait until I have enough content for an actual video for you guys. What I recorded yesterday was a lot of time-lapsing, and it's very incomplete, not very satisfying. I didn't really talk to the camera a whole lot because I was talking with you guys on the live. And honestly, I want to wait until, at the bare minimum, I get all of the painting done with the door color and the exterior out here. I might wait and not have the windowsill and the door frame put in to put out the video. I might just have all the painting done and then, you know, on another day, then do the framing and then have it be completed or whatever, just because of how it goes. But at the bare minimum for that video, I'd like to have all the painting done.
No.
So it might be a little while. However, I do have some footage from the guys' fishing trip. I haven't gone through anything that you took. I know you took some.
I did. It's a lot of sporadic aspects because it's trying to film in the water, you know, and I didn't want to drop the camera and then lose it down the
down the river.
Floating down the river and everything. And I was just like, yeah.
It's okay.
It was a little rough trying to film everything.
Yeah, we've just been having so much going on, and it hasn't been a season of filming for us the last little while. It's been a season of living in the moment more so. And that's also very well needed, you know. But I think maybe sometime this week, I don't know when again, but maybe sometime this week, me and Gary will sit down for a story time and we'll sit and share some stories with you guys and incorporate some of the footage that we got, and I'll be able to piece something together for you to put out on Simple Life. And I might be able to get something like that out sooner. Other than that, we're going to have to wait until I get all of this painting stuff done, and then I can put that out on Simple Life. I'm going to be recording, of course, the kids' trick-or-treat extravaganza, which isn't really trick-or-treat. It's the scavenger hunt that we do out here. The kids got several of their little community friends coming over to enjoy in that celebration with them. And then also Scarlett's birthday is this weekend. So I'm very busy with family things, and I will be recording some of that. But again, because I'm hosting and everything, it's really hard to be the host and then also do all the recording and all that stuff. So I'm not sure how much I'll be able to get out of that. It's just this season in our life is just, you know, and I'm listening to you guys. I asked the folks on Simple Life when I was live yesterday, I said, what would you guys prefer? Would you guys prefer less edits but more posting, like more just raw content or whatever on here? Or would you prefer me to do more highly edited, more storytelling and more content crammed into one video, but knowing that I'm going to have to post more often? And the verdict is in. They would rather that I post less edits more often. And so I'm like, okay, but I'm nervous because I don't want to take the crowd that is used to getting like a 5-star meal and take them to the buffet nonstop. And I'm afraid that the majority of people that were answering that question were also Real Talk subscribers, which you guys are the MVPs, and I love you guys so much. But Real Talk people won't mind because they're already
used to the not so much edited and raw footage.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to try to do a few different things with our channel. I am taking our channel through some more growing pains. So hopefully I can learn more and the audience can learn more about us and we can continue to have some more growth. Yes. I'm very, very happy with how everything's going on it. Like there's nothing wrong at all. Everything's going perfectly. However, I do feel like it's time for some more growth. No. I feel like it's time to Try a few
Bump it up.
things. Yeah, try a few different things, you know, see how it goes. If it goes great, well then sweet. If it doesn't, well, I know what not to do. You never know unless you try, right?
Exactly.
So, I don't know. We'll see what I can do.
No.
But I don't know when, friends. I don't know when, friends. And I'm so sorry for keeping y'all on the hook like that. But thank you for loving on us anyway and for being here for us all the time. But we are going to run. I'm going to get busy on this. And you, sir, are going to get your butt back in bed.
Yeah, I'm going to try to take it easy. I'm not trying to get too crazy or anything else like that.
Yeah, go check your cameras and go do your thing. But
I need to get better. I feel a lot better. It's just, like I said, it's all right here. So I'm hoping that this fresh air will help me out.
Yeah.
Because I've been stuck inside that room. That stale air, breathing it in.
Stale stank.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. We'll wash the bed sheets for you today and disinfect it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, yeah. Maybe try hanging out in the chair.
No.
Out of the room. So I'm going to have to wash the bed sheets and stuff for you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, friends, we're out of here. Love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today and watching today's episode of Real Talk with SLR. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode here on Real Talk. And I don't know when on Simple Life, but stay tuned. Okay.
Yes.
Stay tuned. So until the next one, friends, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.